What was that? Is that how it got? Come on, Chris. We got to fade out on that.
What? It faded out.
Yeah. It didn't fade out for me. It sounded like a direct cut.
It faded out. You can go. You can. Yeah, it did that.
Usually goes the.
It did that.
Yeah, I didn't hear it.
Replay the tape. Replay the tape.
We'll go back to the
what?
tape.
I didn't hear
the. You see?
It always does. It does. Yeah, I don't want to hear it. It does. I don't care.
Yeah. Welcome everyone to episode 66 of the LPF Show. I know you guys have been wondering where we have been, but here we are. We'll get into it when we talk to everyone. You know, life happens, things happen. So, but we're able to get together and do this show for episode 66. We're going to be talking about a bunch of random things because, I was recording the podcast episode of House of the Dragons, so that'll be out also. So check that out. But before we get into anything and ask the gentlemen how they're doing, make sure you like, subscribe, share, tell all your friends, let us know. We got content coming out pretty much like all the time. Chris and I just did She-Hulk episode 1 review. The Prey review is out there if you guys seen that movie. So
you know what? Can we give Alan a round of applause? All right, he's been killing it while we've been very busy. So
we're a team, strong team. So definitely going to be dropping that stuff out. But gentlemen, the co-host Yendi and Chris, how have you guys been? We haven't talked in a while. I really genuinely want to know how you guys are doing.
I've been keeping it together. It all started with me. It was me. But Bree wasn't feeling well for a little bit. I talked about it on Debrief, I think. So
yeah.
But everything seems to be going back to normal. She's working, I'm working. And unfortunately we hit the YouTube bump of I thought I could step away and then come back, and as soon as I stepped away to take time off to kind of gain track of what I was doing again, that space that I had for LPF just started to fill in, and then I was like, no, I got to go back right now before other people try to take over and all this other stuff. So, I've just been busy, been training a lot at work, and learning new things. And then I'm finally getting a vacation at the end of September. I will be in Portugal. That will not stop recording. I'm trying to figure out, I think it'll be an audio version, but
I'd also be like 6. I mean, we can do it, but you will be 6 hours ahead.
Maybe not.
Yeah, because you're gonna be regardless of the time. I mean, it can work. It's just you should go.
Maybe I'll
enjoy.
send a small snippet of my thoughts, like a 5-minute snippet, and then you can play it at the beginning of the video.
Cut it in there. Yeah. You got to enjoy that vacation. You're going to Portugal for the first time, right?
Yes. Bree's first time out of the country. Besides a cruise, I don't really count cruises all the way.
I mean, you are out of the country.
You are out of the country, but I mean, like a full she's going on a plane over to one specific place instead of you're on Mexico for 4 hours and then you're gonna get back on.
But you were still on another country.
Yeah,
Have you been playing and watching anything?
I've been playing Sly Cooper. I've been playing a lot of different things. Sly Cooper, got back into Celeste, Stray, which I did not finish. I do need to finish that. But also I've been trying to get back into watching movies again. And back into anime. So I started Naruto from the very beginning. Yeah. And I thought I wasn't going to be able to do it because I put it in English thinking I could play it in the background, as I work on stuff. And I never watched it subbed. So I was like, let me try subbed real quick. And that's definitely the way to go. I'm fully hooked in now because in English, he says believe it way too much.
Believe it.
Oh my God.
Believe it.
Way too much. And then I was like, is it the same? And he doesn't say it once in Japanese. Nope. And I'm like, strange. So I'm keeping it in subbed. And
it also helps you focus more too, I think.
Yeah. So like I said, I've been enjoying it. We'll see how long I stay on that bus. Because I've had the Dragon Ball itch ever since superheroes came out. which I need to go see. And yeah, like I said, I'm just trying to catch up on shows before. What do we have this year? God of War and all that take me into its
with
clutches and
God
stuff.
of War is coming out officially. It
Yep.
looks like it's actually going to happen, and I was wrong.
I was hovering over the checkout button for that collector's edition, and I was
collector's
like, you know
edition?
what? I don't think I'm that big of a fan to do it, so I'm just gonna
I'm
pull
probably
back.
gonna get it. I'm getting it. Gonna get it. I have to. I love that. Love it too much. Way too much. But glad to hear you're doing great, bro. So Yendi, how about you, sir? How have you been doing? What have you been watching? What have you been playing? How's life in general?
Busy.
You gotta speak up, bro.
I haven't changed anything.
It's you gotta get
I haven't
past.
changed
You have to
anything.
get past that gate.
I have no gate placed on this.
It's Discord's gate.
There's a
well,
Discord gate.
yeah, haven't really. I've just been busy with work. As far as watching, here and there, I've been watching Better Call Saul with Anna.
Oh
but
my!
I didn't
God.
start it when she started. I just kind of came in like season 2. What are we on? 2, 3?
No, it's like on season 6. It just finished.
Okay, then yeah, I
Oh,
came
is that
in,
why it's been all over the place?
Yes.
Oh,
It
yeah,
just finished.
But the few episodes that I have seen with her, they were interesting. They kept my attention, so I
It's great.
watched that. Let's see.
Dare
let
I
me think.
say it's just as good as Breaking Bad?
I don't think I've seen anything else. I did watch Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Oh my
yes,
God, tell me.
another great film.
I didn't watch it. What did you think?
Don't. I thought it was
It was
stupid.
great.
Okay,
I
that means
thought it was
that means
stupid.
it's fantastic. All right, I
Yeah,
gotta watch
okay.
it.
Well, there were parts of the movie where like it connected with me, but I expected a lot more from all the hype it got. Like I felt like it was a cult classic already.
It's fantastic.
That's what they.
Like it's got like that cult classic following.
Isn't that what it's
already, but still new.
advertised as? Isn't it like it's like a
Yeah, I mean
your
it's
next...
an A24 movie, which is normally they're kind of A24 movies are kind of always have like that artistic kind of like
Yeah.
crowded, like cult feeling kind of crowd where it's like, you know, because it's like movies like that, like Midsommar, like Hereditary. Those are all A24 movies, which
I usually
love.
like A24 movies too. This one was very different, very different. So if you want to go into and watch something like that, that's just out of the breaks out of the mold, out of the box, it has that. It's weird. It gets really strange. It's I would almost say it's like a live action anime in a
It's
way.
fantastic, aka fantastic.
It wasn't really for me. It wasn't really for me, but
I'm
I
trying to
guess
save
watch
it. I think I'm trying to save it for the plane.
It has to do with well,
Multiverse.
yes, and that's a cool aspect of it. But let's see what else did I watch.
Real quick,
That's it.
because it's not gaming news, but did you guys see that? Oh no, it's slipping my mind. The name with Daniel Craig. He's a detective.
Knives Out.
Knives Out. The second
2.
one is going to be premiered on Netflix.
Yes.
They officially
Ryan
came out
Johnson
and said, and I was
signed a
like,
deal. Ryan Johnson had signed that deal to exclusively put it on Netflix. Around the time, like it's been like 2 years or a year since he said he was going to do that. So yeah,
that's crazy.
the cast looks amazing though.
Yeah, but that was just like, whoa! As soon as I saw that, it's like Jesus. All right, cool.
But yeah, so,
go ahead, man.
yeah, you've been playing.
I finished the game. I finished Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
Okay.
Which I had started like I think last year when I got it for free on Epic Game Store. I'm like, you know what? I need an adventure game because Chris got in my head and he's like, so you're not playing any single player games, aside from the multiplayer games you've been playing? I'm like, no.
Just give it an hour every day.
I'm
just
like,
an
why
hour.
not?
It's nice.
That's usually what I do.
Yeah.
That's really what I do. But sometimes that hour is precious. So I have to like split that hour up, 30-minute segments or 15 minutes, doing a bunch of random shit. But I dedicated myself to doing it, and I think I finished it in about a week from the very beginning because it had been such a long time that I just said, you know what, I'm just gonna start over. It was cool. I love the story. It was very. It gave me that Uncharted itch that I had. It was nice. Story was okay. I think I preferred Rise of the Tomb Raider story more.
Yeah, I agree.
And
I
then
think
after
those
that, I
games a
finished.
chance. I didn't play any of those.
Those games are good.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think they're really good.
Yeah.
They're
And then
pretty graphic. The way she dies is pretty graphic. A
yeah,
lot of
yeah,
the
yeah. And then right after I finished that, I still had that itch, so I decided to pick Mass Effect back up.
time.
Um, I
Oh, did
I
that kill
have
the?
apparently played 10 hours of Mass Effect 1, so I don't know where I am in the story, but I'm hoping I'm near the end so I can go to arguably the best Mass Effect in the series, 2. But I'm scared that the graphical leap isn't going to be big enough for me to stay.
Probably not.
And
Probably.
then like also because I rarely play games, I don't want to stay in the same universe for 3 different games, you know.
Yeah.
So I might finish one and then go to something else. I did buy God of War, so I think that'll be the next one. And
God of War
then
1?
yeah,
Well,
the
not
the
1, 4.
right. And Red Dead Redemption 2.
You didn't get
Oh,
Spider-Man.
Because
you
that
ain't
was on
gonna
sale.
have. If,
You ain't
you're
having
not
no
gonna-
time to
You
play
have
no
no
Red Dead.
time, dude.
That's a lot of O'Driscolls to kill. Okay.
I
But
never finished Red Dead. I only got so you know how there when you get to a certain section it says, "Hey, if you play beyond this point, you won't be able to come back."
oh,
Yeah.
you're towards the end then.
No, I don't think so. It was pretty early on
You're
in the
talking about Red
campaign.
Dead 2?
Yeah.
You're in the mountains with the snow and everything?
No, I got past that. I got into this encampment that was on the like a plane or something. And then I did some story missions and they're like, "Hey, if you go to this next mission, you won't be able to go back to something."
Oh, I think
And
the
then
world, yeah. I know.
I read
Yeah.
online, I'm like, "Oh, you because I like the survival elements, right?
Mhm.
The riding
The
around in freedom
hunting,
and all
yeah.
that." Yeah. And it told me I wouldn't be able to do that. I'm like, "Oh, I don't want that." So I kind of stopped. That's what deterred me from going forward. So
I
I
don't
might
think it
just
stops. I just think
I
it
think for
takes
a
you
little bit of
to a
time.
new
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think it takes you to a new section and then you can't recover anything that's in that
Oh,
older section.
Mhm.
Because it doesn't sound like you're at the end. It sounds like
no.
you're at one of the major changing points of the game.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. But yeah, I wanted to finish that up because I love that world and I could
That
see myself spending a lot of hours in it. So
and
I'll
that
get
game was
past that checkpoint.
fantastic.
Yeah.
And that game was
Um.
really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's pretty much it. I think I feel like I've seen some other movie, but don't know what it was. But yeah, that's it for me. But all
Yeah.
right.
Same for I've been pretty much watching everything that's come out within the last month. I've been really in there. Paper Girls, Sandman.
Her Paperboy
Uh,
Girls is really good.
yeah, Paper Girls is really good. Written by my favorite comic book writer, Brian K. Vaughan. So definitely the comic book's amazing. The show was really good too. It ends off in a really good spot. But so I did that. I also She-Hulk. We got pretty much everything. Game of Thrones. What haven't I been watching? But I've also somehow found time to play Final Fantasy 14. I got dragged back into the world because of friends. They were like, "Come on, let's play," and I was like, "All right, I guess I'll get it." So we got it for my birthday that just passed last week, and then I was like, "All right, now I have to play it." So I've been playing it. I've been enjoying it. That world is so pretty, but the story to that game is horrendous. But it's so time
That's
consuming.
the MMO.
Huh? Yeah, the MMO. Yeah.
Okay.
It's so time consuming and you have to do it in order to get to end game in that game. So it's really annoying too, because it's like, hey, do a mission here. And then it's literally like talk to the same person just in a different location. And it's like you literally just traveled to complete the quest to talking to them in another section. It's really annoying, but the end game in that game is so good, like with the trials and all that stuff. So I'm excited to get there. But I've been enjoying that. I've also been enjoying watching people play Cult of Lambs because that game looks amazing. And
Yeah,
I
I
need to
was
buy
planning on getting it, and then you good, Yendi?
Yeah. Why?
it.
Okay. I was planning on getting it because but what's stopping me is the whole taking care of the village part.
Yeah.
I heard that's a little bit more time consuming than
Yeah, because it's rogue, like it's a roguelike mixed with farm simulators.
Yeah.
So essentially you're playing like Animal Crossing and Stardew, but you're also playing like Hades and all of those roguelikes, which is what my appeal is to the game because I like both style of games. So and I've seen a lot of things and I've but I don't want to buy it yet because I know if I do, that's the only game I'm going to play. So trying to avoid that. But that's all it's been for me. Like I said, we'll have some other stuff. Let's get right into the show. We're going to be talking about some Destiny 2 because Yendi is a big fan, but also I feel wrong if we don't talk about Destiny, being that our name is Last Place Fire Team. So we have to talk about the Destiny news that came out and Yendi's favorite game also adopting some Destiny stuff.
I kept out of the bullet points I gave Chris for a reason.
Mhm. What do you mean?
I kept out what else they
What
were
do you mean?
included.
I
in
Listen,
saw
suspension.
I saw it later on, and I was like, okay.
So Destiny 2 just came out with a lot of information on things to be excited for. Yendi's the most excited for, and I'm going to quote what he put on here because it says this: Destiny 2 Fortnite crossover, including skins, map, and more. So Yendi, I really wanted
I
to know
will say,
how you
I will
felt.
say the way they implemented the Fortnite stuff into Destiny was
Mhm.
well done. It's
Okay.
well done. It looks cool,
Hmm.
but it's borderline though. 'Cause that cat mask thing is pushing it a little bit. It doesn't really
Okay.
fit in the Destiny universe, but the others are pretty good. And I like how they put the Vanguard into Fortnite and kept them true to themselves. What I don't like, and this is a little bit off topic, is Goku in Fortnite. I saw him doing
Which
the
is why I
stupid
wanted.
fucking dances, and I'm
No,
like, okay, all right. All
let me
right,
tell you
They're
what's
all gonna
gotten
do
me
it.
upset. I'm gonna tell you what's gotten me upset about Goku being in Fortnite, which I also have to give Fortnite credit for the amount of licenses that they're able to get. I don't
Yeah,
know who's negotiating this, but
money is.
not only the money, but somebody is saying, "Hey, we can just put all of." I don't know how they've allowed to have you have Marvel, DC, Destiny now, you have anime like because Luffy and like they've got everyone all in this universe and it's insane. But the thing that's been getting me upset about Goku being in the game is the fact that there's people out there who don't know how to say Kamehameha.
Oh my
And
god, I
that
saw that, and I was
is
like,
bothering me. Someone said there's like there's
what did he
videos out
say?
there
He
of
said,
people butchering Kamehameha. They're saying
Really?
like Kamehamami. Like this is legit. Like
Kamaki,
like
something. It's
yes,
something
there's
weird.
videos out there. Go YouTube it of people pronouncing the name wrong, even though the intro video of that when you get the Goku patch is him doing a Kamehameha and saying Kamehameha. So why are people getting this wrong? You didn't even try. Like I don't
Those
understand.
those people probably think he started out in Fortnite and then went to
That's my
to
favorite
Dragon
videos.
Ball
It's the
anime.
guy from
Yeah.
Fortnite.
Yeah, it's the guy. What's he doing in there? Like, it's just just try, people. If you're going to say it, say
See,
Kamehameha. Even if you look at it and just use basic reading comprehension. I don't know how you get Kamehamami and that's a legit one. Like that's no joke. That's what he
I
said.
I do love him flying on Nimbus. It looks really cool.
Yeah.
I
like
gotta
that.
say,
Nimbus.
there's a guy that has been John Cena, and he's been flying around on a Nimbus doing the "You can't see me" across
Oh
the
my
map. It's been
Yeah,
you
there's
can
John
like
get that
Cena's in that
separate?
game too. He's in that game, yeah.
yeah.
You can get the
Oh,
Nimbus. You can get I know if you finish the battle pass or the adventure, you actually get Omega Shenron and you can ride Shenron, the dragon.
oh
Mhm.
shit.
Yeah, you just ride like it becomes one of the things. They I will give them this. They do take their time with making it appealing to get. Like it's not
Yeah.
just like here's Goku. Like they put Goku, they put Vegeta, Bulma, Beerus is in there,
I'm
and then they
getting
gave them
Beerus.
um yeah, and then they gave them all of like different flying like
Yeah.
so Nimbus, Shenron, like I think the capsules there too. So like there's a bunch of things in there. So it they're doing a really good job, but like we were talking about just Destiny being in there. I'm it's so crazy to me the amount of licenses they're able to get. But
I don't
Yendi
think that
being
I think
the
it's an agreement because now Fortnite is definitely it's a promotional place. So anytime we get a new movie now or
yeah,
anything like that deals with nerd culture or
it's
anything,
expecting. Yeah.
yeah, they're like, okay, so we got the trailer out, we got this, okay, so now we got to promote on Fortnite. Let's go ahead and get these like the characters out there and promote the movie. And sure
Yeah.
enough, that's what they do. So
I mean, for sure, because Black Adam's coming out, and I can guarantee that there's going to be a rock version of Black Adam in
yeah.
there. Like you can't, but it's kind of expected. I just find it really interesting how they're able to just get all of these and make it work. And it's not like they're just stopping at one thing. They're like all fan bases, music, video games, like anime, movies. It's all in there. Like there's everything in there. I still won't play it, but
I mean,
I will give
I
them
know
the
you guys
respect.
won't play it. I definitely think you guys should give it another chance. Right now, the game is a little broken because of the the
Of a
Kamehameha.
Kamehameha?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Kamehameha blast.
It's one-shotting
And
people.
yeah, but if you the charge, so people think that like they jump up, they fly up or whatever, and they start doing the blast. That charge takes a little bit, so that you are up in the open, and people have started to learn that. And as soon as they hear it, everybody's looking up in the air, and you're getting beamed. So yeah, but it's pretty cool. I'm definitely gonna pick up Beerus. I just updated the game today, so yeah, I'm excited.
So Chris will be playing it, but I won't be.
I
and
mean,
don't think
the
it's-
no build mode has been it's been fun. I get on every once in a while, and that brought me back to Fortnite, and that's all I wanted was the no
Before
build.
we get into Destiny news, Yendi, them being in Fortnite, does that get you playing or no? If Chris asks to play, would you
Nah.
play?
No, just because they're in there, no. I'd only play because Indiana Jones is in it.
Okay, well, there we go.
That's it.
Everyone's got a price. Everyone's got a price. to
He's
the
in
game.
it.
I would like to unlock that skin, yes.
Okay, so if someone gets you that skin, then you will play.
No, then I'll just keep it in my collection and never play the game.
Okay.
What
So you're
about
never gonna play it?
what about Fall Guys?
Doesn't mean shit to me.
But Destiny's gonna be in Fall Guys too.
Nah, I don't care for Fall Guys anymore.
Oh my god!
Come on, man. That game is
I
so
played
much
it
fun.
recently. I played it
Yeah?
recently.
I got
How'd you
Dr.
do?
Not for me.
Eggman. I got the Dr.
for me.
Eggman suit, and I've been playing.
I will say cosmetically, I love what they did though. It's pretty
Yeah.
cool having the armor. So
The
Yeah.
Master Chief helmet too is dope in there too. They got
they did a good
helmet,
job.
which was bugged when I played it, and that's why I don't have it. Because you were supposed to collect all the helmets in order, like that was like the last goal you had to do in like every arena. But there was one that was like the ice block that even when you collected it, it was bugged and it never counted you as collecting it. And it was like that for like 6 days. And then they finally like fixed it for some people on the last day you could get it, and I wasn't able to get it.
Mm.
So I have everything but the helmet, and it really annoys me. But getting right into it, Yendi, I know you are our resident Destiny fanboy. You
I
know,
haven't played in forever.
yeah, but you keep up with the news, and what's gotten you most excited about Lightfall? Is it? Are you getting back in it when it comes out? Is this something that they've got you sold with the trailer that came out?
Not sold, no, because I told myself I would come back for Witch Queen, but I never did because of how overwhelming things I haven't done. So if I were to start at Lightfall, I'd be like stressing out that I haven't done Witch Queen, or I haven't done the DLCs before that, or I had no idea what was going on in the seasons. But this is a huge expansion story-wise, campaign-wise, because it really moves the needle as far as like the darkness and light saga and all that. What I'm most excited for is the new location, which was not expected. I mean, I like to look at leaks, so I saw this coming, but I'd always take it with a grain of salt. But we're completely not expecting a whole new location in Neptune. The Witness story developing, Callus being a disciple now, which I don't know if that means anything to you guys. But anyways, the story is getting good, getting really, really good, and it's getting to that climax. I think when Lightfall comes out, it'll be at the climax, and then the final expansion, the final shape, is going to be the end of the saga. But I'm excited for that. I'm excited for the new friendly alien race that's in the game called Cloud Striders. They look badass. They look really cool. It's like Silver Surfer mixed with cyborgs or something. It's really cool. What else? The new subclass, Strand subclass, which people were thinking was going to be like a poison venom kind of thing, but it's nothing
Sounds like it.
like that. But it looks cool. You're pretty much going to be Spider-Man in this brand new city. Have you guys seen the
Yeah, I
trailer?
did. I
I
did. I
didn't see
watched it.
any of it.
It's like a
I'm gonna
it's
watch it
like a
after this.
cyberpunk scene,
Yeah,
like a Miami City, Miami Vice kind of vibe to it.
it's really cool.
And the reason behind this was the city being here is because it was never discovered until now. So the people that left Earth after the first collapse
Yeah,
left and hid in Neptune, and they were never seen again. And then they flourished there. So this is what humans would have been like if the collapse never affected them.
yeah,
So that's a really cool story that I would like to see. Can't
yeah,
stay, but yeah, yeah.
Oh, thanks,
yeah. I
Carrie,
agree with
man.
that.
Thanks for stopping by, man. Or hey,
Mhm.
I mean, he's probably already gone, but that's my Call of Duty guy right there. He's carried me forever, and I can't wait for Modern Warfare 2 just to play with everybody again. So, but I want to get into Destiny 2, so it's gonna be hard. And then I got God of War. This
I mean,
end of the
Destiny 2
year.
Lightfall's not until February.
2023, right? Yeah, 2023.
February.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna catch up. I think I'm gonna start doing I don't know, just late or just I don't know. I'm gonna
The
start
other
grinding
thing
the
is,
game.
the new
Again.
season of the Plunder, is you being a pirate. It's really cool. It's fallen centered, and you get your own ship and you go out, I guess, and battle people. It's pretty cool, for a season. But I'm most excited for Lightfall in February next year.
He's coming back.
He's gonna
I
come.
want to.
As soon as
I
he
want
sees
to.
Cold Fever streaming Destiny, he's coming back. Because the time we did play, the last time we played, holds a, it was a big milestone for me. Because literally the last time we played was when I
yeah.
hit the front page on Twitch, and I had like 2,000 people watching.
That
or
was
something
crazy.
like
I still
that.
remember that.
Yeah.
Chris, something wrong. Chris?
We literally thought, I'll never forget it. We literally thought that my stream broke, and it says like, it says you have like 200 people. I was like, what? And then I refreshed and it says 2,000. I was like, what?
Yeah, that was cool. I forgot about
Yeah.
that. Yeah, that was during
so
Beyond Light.
yeah, and we were going ham at the time, and I don't know what happened, why we just like
You fell off a little bit. I kept going. I got
Did you?
back to that.
I just
addiction.
stopped. Like it was a hard stop. So
Yeah, yeah. I think I got too far ahead of you because we were going the same pace. We're doing the content at the same time, but then I just couldn't stop, man. It's that destiny thing that just grabs a hold of you, and you just which is a reason why I'm glad I'm not playing it, because that game really,
It
really
sucks
gets
you
your
in.
fangs in you once you're in. But I'm down to always play. Charles just built his PC. He's the one who introduced me to Destiny. So if he gets back on, he
I
hasn't
feel like
played
playing with
since.
Charles is a whole nother level. Like he lives Destiny, doesn't he? Like he breathes and lives
he
this.
used to, not so much anymore. He hasn't followed since Destiny 1, really. I think we played a tiny bit of Destiny 2 vanilla, but he became an adult, and and didn't play it anymore. But I told him about it. I'm like, hey man, look, it's coming out. It's gonna be big. He's just got to catch up. And the other cool things they have in, I think, Lightfall. I don't know if it's gonna be then or now, but they have LFG in game. They have
Yeah.
what's called commendations, so you can rate other people.
Yep.
Say if I take you through a raid, after the raid, you guys can pretty much give me a rating, like, oh, he was
Yeah.
friendly, he was knowledgeable. So when you go to matchmake with somebody, you'll see what they're good at, and you can be like, oh, great, now I know that at least this guy's not gonna be an asshole, or this guy knows what he's doing. So that's pretty cool. And then what was the other thing? Oh, you can save loadouts now. So if
Oh.
yeah, right on the left side, you save your own loadouts, and you have, I think, like 5 slots. So no more switching individual items again. You just one button and then you're done. So that's cool. So a lot of quality of life improvements,
Yeah.
for sure.
Black Magic.
That's what I.
Sorry.
No.
Said I would love to get back to Destiny, but I feel like there's so much I would need to catch up on. There is a lot, and I felt overwhelmed the last time I went to it. I'm probably gonna feel overwhelmed again. Best case scenario, literally just boot it up and just go. Just start with the story. Just start playing calmly. Don't try, and then see if it's something you want to do. Because every time I do get into it, it hits a certain point where it becomes a little bit too grindy for me, and I'm like, okay, because the thing that turned me off of Destiny the most was playing the same mission over and over and over and over again to get loot, and I'm just not that kind of guy. I like new story stuff, and as soon as I finish
Half
it, I'm like, oh wait,
of it is also PvP, which we didn't really do much of, and
no.
PvP
Yeah.
is underrated. It's good. It's
Well, when we
one of those
played,
things that
it was broken. Stasis was not great.
yes, we came at the worst time possible. And we'll probably come in. Oh no, Strand doesn't come out till next year. But yeah, now would be a good time.
Yeah, now would be a good time to
It's
do that.
super
Yep.
underrated. That is another one of really well polished games, mechanically, gunplay wise. It's solid. It's solid. So you can join us, Black Magic. Gambit was my shit. Gambit was fun. Rift is where it's at. But if you haven't played in a while, they do a really good job of catching you up, and you can get your power level up to the minimum for that season, so you don't have to worry about having to grind for your items and all that. But they'll get you right to where you need to be, and then you can just go from there. And then once you get used to the mechanics and how the game flows, then you can start doing stuff that's that's come out in the past, which next week everything's gonna be free, actually, even the new Witch Queen expansion. So if we do jump in, I think next
Next
week or
week
this
is the
week.
day.
Yeah, next week is the time to do it. But
Yeah. I saw a lot of that stuff and it intrigued me. The story wise, I did, like you said, Neptune kind of really made me go, like I haven't strongly considered playing Destiny, and then I saw that and I was kind of like, yeah, that might be like enough because it did look really cool. That's one thing Destiny always gets right is their presentation. I feel like they present their game really well. Bungie does a really good job at making you want, like with every like cinematic and every like trailer, they do a really good job at making you go, I kind of want to play this game and get some of that gear because their outfits always look good. Like everything always looks so clean in Destiny. It's just you think of all that and then you think of the grind and then you're like, do I want to grind for all of this? And then that's when that's when realistically I think about it and go, I'm not gonna have time to play this game. But from everything that I saw, especially the quality of life things, I thought was great. The looking for a fire team, super dope because that's something I felt like they've always needed because it was hard to get people who were when you did random matchmaking, it was hard for it to like get people who were probably on the same page as you. Now that you can see kind of like what you're jumping into and like Yendi was talking about with accommodations, you can kind of see what that player is about before you actually continue the mission if you want to continue it or not. I think that's dope, a dope feature for them to add in there. The accommodation thing, that's something they do in Final Fantasy also. Like if you run with a good tank, you can give them a player accommodation. I think that's a really cool way to kind of filter out your like who wants to like be hardcore and like honestly try to like clear content and the people who are just probably looking for a good time. So those quality of life changes I feel like were necessary. And it's good to see that they are putting in there and listening to people for what some of the things that they wanted, because that's something that I mean, even when I was playing like early Destiny that people wanted, like they always wanted like looking for like for our fire team and stuff like that. So it's good to see that they finally got that in there. But the trailer is dope. I don't know if I'll play it because I might say I'm going to play it and never get around to it because that's a common thing.
alone, this game can be very tedious and grindy, but with the right people, the right group, fun the whole way through.
Yeah.
And if you continue that relationship and you get 6 people, the raids is the culmination of what is the best of Destiny. Once you complete a raid with people that you know, it is the most satisfying feeling. I mean, it's probably nothing like World of Warcraft raids, but this is like a dumbed down version. But
Yeah.
it's still like visually, leagues above anything out
I've yet
there.
to complete a raid. I think I did one a long
Really?
time. I think the Vault of
Mhm.
Glass.
King's Fall is coming back, and that's the raid I cleared the most. I think I even Sherpa'd a few people through it. Like I spent whole days just letting people be like, "Hey man, here you go. I'll take you through. We'll get you what you need." And then, but man, that it can also be the most frustrating thing ever because people don't listen. Like, look, this is what you have to do. You have to get on this plate at this time, have to kill this person. If not, the whole team wipes. And
Yeah, I did something where I was like 40 minutes in, we died, and then we ended up at the beginning again, and I was like, all right, let's try again. I was like, no, I'm getting off. I'm good.
It's the best. It's the best that Destiny has to offer.
Yeah.
Their raids are just so good, and it's tough. It's really tough. That's why you need a team that you know each other. You know what you're gonna do, and you can count on that other person. But if you do get that team, I'm telling you, man, there's no other gaming experience out there. And that's the reason why I I was so hooked on Destiny, because every week, every Tuesday, every reset, I would always do the raid, always, and it was always fun. Sometimes with different people. Sometimes we bring in one new person, two new people, and it was the most satisfying thing getting them to finish it, because the amount of times that people are just like, I've had people cry, like they legitimately cry because we were going at it for hours and hours and hours, and we finally got to it to the end. We beat it, and they just started sobbing. I'm like, what the fuck?
I mean, listen, those
It's an
games.
experience. It's an experience.
It is like when you play games like that, like where you're depending on people to clear content. Because I'll tell you, like World of Warcraft was that for me. It was every Tuesday, and that's why I think I didn't. And that's what kind of I think one of the things that ruined Destiny for me is because I've already experienced that, and I know what it can be. And Destiny never got there for me. Like it could have gotten there. It just did some game mechanics that just made it feel a little too grindy. And World of Warcraft at the time, and I mean, had always done it properly. Like there was just enough. Like I knew what I was doing and trying to get new gear, but it didn't feel like I was grinding the stuff out. So it was just like the perfect balance, and I felt like Destiny could have gotten there, and that's where I wanted Destiny to get to, just because I always thought it would be fun to play a shooting game that was an MMO. And I think because I played World of Warcraft, it kind of always hindered my Destiny experience, which is unfortunate because I mean, I did want to enjoy that kind of stuff, but I felt like it just took too long. And that was one of the reasons. But I mean, like you said, if you jump in now, you can do all that stuff to kind of get caught up. I don't know if I'm going to do that, but
The thing
Did they
if
put
you-
in
if-
cross saves?
Cross
cut
save,
out.
yes.
Yeah, cross save. So I could possibly, well, I don't know, because Steam is a little weird.
play on your Steam Deck?
Not Steam Deck. Like I kind of want to play on my PlayStation in the living room, and do some story
You know
stuff.
what?
I don't
You know
think.
what?
I think that was an issue that they had.
I think it was you can transfer your saves once.
Oh,
I think. I don't know if they've updated that since then. That was like at the before Destiny became
I'll do a
free.
little research.
But I know cross-play is a thing. But
Yeah.
it if you do want to jump into it, you have to go into it knowing that you have to commit some time to it. Otherwise, it's going to be the same thing where you just fall off after a week or two. But if you commit to it, if you commit to like saying, "Hey, I'm going to complete this raid," right? Then you'll get the most out of it. Otherwise, it's just you're gonna have to grind. You're gonna have to
Yeah.
grind. That's just the way it is. How the game is, but it's rewarding, satisfying. So I'm down to get back into it.
That was
yeah.
fast.
So
At the beginning of this conversation, he's like, I don't know. I'm going to go
Well,
back
yeah,
to
Like I said,
it.
it's a completely different game with people.
I
Completely
just want to
different.
play. I want to play more multiplayer. That's what I really want. But
Yeah.
anyway,
yeah, for sure. But those games are like I agree with Yendi. You play those games with friends, you kind of just always want to get that experience, and I think that's kind of the thing we kind of crave is like finding the right group of friends who want to grind and play that kind of stuff. And I get it. I get it. I really feel that in the core, So on to our next thing. Day one of Gamescom was today, so it was kind of a big deal.
Was today?
Yeah, day one was today. Some games dropped. We're not gonna get into it because I don't know if you guys seen any of them. But they did show. I know everybody here watched Dune, so they did show a trailer of Dune Awakening, which is an open survival MMO set in the Dune universe. And I
What?
wanted to get your guys' thought on there. Yendi, there's a cinematic reveal. It hasn't revealed gameplay, but I know I saw survival and was like,
Ooh.
this is Yendi's kind of game. So I wanted to bring it up today But yeah, does that or by your reaction, I can already tell that excites you. So is that something that you now are gonna have on your radar, Yendi?
Oh, 100%. I've been on a survival game kick lately, and
Mhm,
Dune is like probably like the best universe to do it in, one of the best to do it in. Oh
mhm.
man, there's just so
Well,
much
the thing,
material they could pick from.
yeah, I gotta watch. I'm gonna probably watch a recap. I know you said you didn't want to get into it real quick, but I am gonna just run through the list of big announcements.
Yeah.
Um, hold on. Everywhere announced from X Rockstar. No, that doesn't matter. So Dune Awakening, Sony's PS5 controller, garbage. The Callisto Protocol got a new gameplay trailer. The Lords of the Fallen gets a new title and trailer. Moving Out 2, which is a fun party game. Hogwarts Legacy got a new story. New Tales from the Borderlands officially revealed. I saw
Mhm.
a clip of Borderlands and I was like, I wonder what that is. Dying Light 2, Stay Human expansion. Tortuga, A Pirate's Tale revealed. Marauders and Sonic Frontier.
Yep. And there was one more.
I see Goat
That was pretty
Simulator
of a
3.
big,
Under the Waves
big,
revealed. Under the Waves looks
um,
kind of cool. Return to Monkey
they were.
Island, which I
Mhm.
never played, but everybody's like, "Oh, it's a great game."
Yeah.
Subnautica.
The
Uh,
other big one was what you call it? The what's his name is making Jeff Gardner
mhm.
uh is making a new RPG game. I think it's called like Ward Song. And they announced that Gotham Knights is coming out earlier. Um
Oh,
Hideo Kojima's releasing a podcast.
what?
So yeah,
Brain
yep, that's a
something, brain
that's a
structure.
thing. Yeah, that's a thing. He's created Brain Structure is going to be available in English and Japanese. It comes out on September 8th. What else do we have? They showed a official Pokemon mini car that we should get for Yendi. You know, it's a little concept car. It's a little mini. It has
The Pikachu card?
yeah, and then you can
I did
connect the
see that.
console to it.
Yeah, that does make sense, but okay.
Yeah, I don't know what's all that about. They had a new Outlast Trials
Yeah,
trailer,
miss me with that.
which Chris should play and watch that trailer. And they
Okay.
finally announced a game that everyone's been kind of wanting, and it's kind of a cult classic. Dead Island 2 finally got revealed and announced. So it's kind of like people were super excited for that one too.
Well,
Have
didn't
you
they
got
show
are
a
you,
trade? They showed a trailer at E3, and then it was lost in limbo for a little bit.
yeah.
People thought it was canceled, and then
Hmm.
everybody was like, "This game is for sure canceled," and they're like, "No, it's not," and they're like, "Yeah, it
Yeah.
is," and they're like, "All right, here's a trailer to prove it," and that's
Yeah.
what
And
this
then it
was.
got yeah, it got revealed today, and
Yeah.
now the internet's going crazy. But that was all the things I know. I'm pretty sure next week we'll have more of like once we've gotten the details and things. But I did want to bring up that Dune thing to you and Yendi because you guys like that survival and MMO. What do you think that the game is going to be like? Like what do you think as far as survival MMO how they are gonna present that in that universe?
I don't know if it's gonna
Spice,
be.
or the health.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, spice is a currency, or your health, how you stay alive.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know. When I think Dune, I think desert, but I know
Yeah.
that there's other worlds in the lore and all that.
Hmm.
So I guess you said that what they show, and
They
just
just
a
showed a
cinematic.
cinematic trailer. Yeah, they just
Was it
showed like,
desert?
yeah, it was a desert.
So it was on Dune.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that'd be tricky. I don't know. I don't know what else there is aside from. I didn't read the books. I just saw the
Hmm.
movies, the old one and the new one. But it was just desert everywhere. So I hope they have some kind of varied locations, biomes. But we'll see, because Dune is just a sand planet. Maybe we'll get to go underground somewhere. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm excited to try it out. Can you send me that link, Chris, so I can look at this shit? I don't
Uh,
see anything on Reddit, surprisingly.
just go on
What?
Google. I typed in Gamescom because I
Where
already
does
clicked off of it. I put
gotcha?
Yeah.
Gamescom news and clicked on IGN's thing, and it has a whole list. And Dune is the first thing on that list.
Yep. Everyone was pretty excited about that. But now that you guys have that on your attention, I was going to bring up something that we talked about earlier, and I just wanted to say that I was wrong about, but it seems like God of War is actually coming out this year. It's they put it everywhere. It's even getting realer because now they got pre-order dates, and it's happening. As much as I thought it wasn't going to happen, now the itch is getting there. I know Yendi said he just picked up the first one to this story today, but Chris, how do you feel about knowing God of War is actually going to have this date
I knew.
that it's supposed to come out?
I knew.
You didn't know.
I did know.
You didn't know.
I did know. I did.
No, you didn't.
And
You
notice
didn't know.
how whenever, as soon as they were like, "Oh, it's going out," they've been ramping up PS5s. They're like, "Oh
Yes,
yeah,
they
this is
have.
coming out." I gotta say, small tangent that the whole chip shortage thing, I think is over with. I started
It's not.
Nope.
hold on, it's getting close to being over with. All right, it had because they thought it was going to be over by I think sometime 2 years.
There's been a lot of dates.
Yeah, a lot of dates, but there was a small wind of it because of the Steam Deck. They've upped they've upped their shipping and pre-orders like crazy. They did 2 this week, which is a
You can
huge deal.
actually-
They're
if you-
actually
I was looking at it today because you can actually, if you order one now,
you'll be able
you'll
to get
get
one
it-
at the end of the year.
before the end of the year.
Yeah.
So
It-
I definitely think it's getting easier. I don't think it's over yet, but it is getting easier because just to attest to that, I've gotten help two people get PlayStation 5s
Yep.
within this like week. So almost got Yendi one, but he was not one yet, but it's okay. It's okay.
Thanks.
We'll
Appreciate it.
find him one though. We'll
And you
find
let
him
that
one at,
Steam you let that Steam Deck go, didn't you?
I did. I got a lens instead.
Oh my god. See here, this guy's he got a lens. He didn't get another game thing.
Where's your lens
Wow.
now? I don't see.
Yeah, well,
look-
you're not
you
using
look-
it right now.
You look the same to me.
No, I should be using it for this.
You see, look, every time.
I
This
should,
is
you're right,
every
'cause it's like a drastic difference.
Oh my
So, yeah.
God.
We'll see it next week, or no?
If you remind me.
With a
I'll remind-
microphone
I'll
and a
remind you
nice
on Monday.
lens.
Yeah, I'll probably
remind you on
remember to
Monday.
go back.
I'll remind you on Monday. Also, I am pretty excited about that new Tales of Borderlands. I always thought that was a fun little series.
That
So,
so
here-
that
Hold on, real quick before you move on to that. I just watched the Dune trailer. It reminded me a lot of Mad Max,
Yes,
the game. A lot
Mhm.
of it.
Yep. Underrated
Uh,
game, by the way.
never played
Yes, very underrated. Love that game.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say?
You're gonna say something about Doom.
Yes. It looks like it's gonna be very barren. It's a survival MMO.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. Then that kind of reminds me a lot of yeah, what's it called? Let me see. I have to look for it. It's a Steam game. Let me look real quick.
XCOM.
No. It is Last Oasis.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah, you guys heard of it?
Yeah,
played.
I have.
I've
streamed
heard
a
of
few
it. Yeah.
times. That is right there. What I'm thinking this will be like, but more
Okay.
survival. Hopefully, we'll see. But yeah,
Yeah. Definitely thought bringing that up would be of interest to you guys, just because I know you both like Dune, and if you guys want to hear our review, me and Chris did one way back when you want to go watch the movie. So, and part 2 is coming, and some of the cast members on there are going to be great. Florence Pugh, yes, is in it. So, you guys already know it's going to be because she doesn't do bad movies.
how do you say her last
Except-
name?
Pugh.
Oh, I
Pugh.
thought it was Pug.
Rodriguez.
You thought it was Pug?
Pug or
There's an
Pug-
H.
Puga. Pug. Pug. I don't know.
There's an H, Yendi.
Lawrence.
All right. Well, there is another thing that I did want to bring up, and it is
Oh.
TV related. It's not
Right.
game related, but you know it comes out on the 2nd, right? September 2nd. Yendi.
What comes out?
Lord of the
TV
Rings?
show.
Is it Lord of the Rings already?
Yeah.
September 2nd.
I will be 100% watching that.
Are you going to do debrief with me?
Probably not.
Come on, man.
I don't want to.
Also-
I don't want to promise anything.
Also, real quick, I apologize for audio listeners because they're probably all like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Mhm.
we're all over the place. It's been a while since, like, I know it's been a while since we've done the show, but it's also been a whole month since we've actually like talked to each other. So it's just like, it's all this news that I'm trying to remember. That's just like, oh yeah, this thing and that thing. So, yeah.
I would have watched Game of Thrones too, but I don't have HBO.
Why don't you have HBO? You can get 40% off. Do you have AT&T?
Mm-mm.
You can get 40% off. I'll send you a link. Okay.
For the subscription?
Yeah, I think it's 40% off for the year.
Oh, nice. All right.
Yeah,
might have to
you
do
need
just
that.
for Game of Thrones.
Exactly.
Or
You
whatever
need
the
that.
fuck it's called now.
House of Dragon.
House of the Dragon. The Dragon, not Dragons or House of Dragons, which I thought that's what it was at first. Because it just sounds
House
better.
of the Panzer Dragoon. Got it.
What?
House of the Panzer
But-
Dragoon.
Lord of the Rings comes out on the 2nd. Okay, Chris, you can watch it too because technically it's a prequel. So,
Okay.
Chris, you need to get in
okay,
there
I will hop on that.
and watch it.
All
You
right.
need to watch it. But on the 31st, they were giving out a free. Cinemark was giving out free tickets to go watch it with a $10 concession thing, and of course, guess who didn't get a ticket? Me. I didn't. Okay. I didn't get a ticket, but they're showing it on the 31st. So if anyone knows of a Cinemark and somebody you know wants to give me the tickets, please. I would love those tickets. They're showing the first 2 episodes. The first 2 episodes in theater
That's pretty
for
dope.
free.
Oh, that's
For free.
weird.
What?
For free.
Oh, yeah, for free.
And they give you a $10 concessions. I want that. I need that. That's what I want.
Cinemark. Was it Regal?
Yes,
That
Cinemark.
recently. Were you going to talk about that?
Yeah, you want to talk about bankruptcy? Because that's what they just
Huh?
did. Cinemark just filed for bankruptcy. But apparently, it's just to clear out some of their numbers on the books. Because there's a lot of weird things that's been happening with movie theaters. Because Moviepass is coming back, by the way. I just got an email for that saying that they're coming back.
Didn't we talk
with
about that like months ago?
Yeah, we did. Like that it might come back, but that timer that we talked about, it's now showing the time of like one day. Like so on Thursday, you can join the waiting list to join to see what the plans are. Apparently the plans are supposed to be anywhere from $10 to $35. The thing is, right, if you have AMC now, it doesn't really necessarily matter. I'm interested to see if you're able to go to any movie theater with that, because that's intriguing to me. Because if I can go to any movie theaters, then I'll get AMC and that, and just be able to go to like all
Wherever.
the movie theaters wherever.
Is there
which
an
I would
AMC
be-
by us, Alan?
The closest AMC to us is
Springs?
the closest one to you. Yeah, to both of us would be Disney Springs, but I think you could go to the Brandon one. Might just be the same amount of distance, and I know it sounds crazy, but it's true.
Maybe. Oh, because I live
Yeah,
close to I-4. Yeah, you're right.
yeah.
But it's
so like
I got to switch theaters. My theater has
Ye-
pushed me out.
I told you,
I don't like it
Yeah.
at all. I hate it.
come to the.
Why?
I've been there twice, and both times there's just been some idiots in the theater that think
Oh,
they're
no.
funny, and
Yeah.
it takes me out of the movie because I'm pissed off, and then I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, the closest one to us would be. I mean, it would be better if you went to AMC, the Disney Springs one, because I mean you work there anyway. So like, but that's a really nice theater. They also have the dine-in feature one at that theater
Yeah.
with the heated seats, which is really good. And they also have Dolby, so Dolby IMAX is also there too, and it's totally worth it when you go out there. And then I mean, but the thing about Disney Springs tickets, they sell fast
Yeah.
because a lot of people go to that theater. But that's the closest one to us. So join me in some movies there.
We'll talk. We'll talk.
That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. Let's see what else. The only other thing I wanted to talk about, since it's been a while, and we're gonna end it on kind of a lighter note, but has anyone been seeing the Spider-Man mods?
Bruh. I that Spider-Man itch has been killing me, and I've been trying not to buy it on PC so I can get those mods. Like
The mods have
it's
been
so good.
nothing short of amazing. We've had Kingpin.
Yep.
We've had they've
That
put
one's
in they've put in Kingpin. They've done a Stan Lee tribute. They've done all the other Spider-Mans as other characters and then just had them in the same screen. So you had like Toby's, you had like Tom Holland's, Andrew Garfield's, like they've been going rampant with that.
Crazy.
And remember, I sent this to the guys in our chat and I was like, you see, this is why Sony doesn't want to make things exclusive, because it wasn't even a day and the mods were out. Like those mods were out and ready to go. It makes you think that people were just like, "Oh, this game is coming out. Let me just start getting the code so I can start making mods." Like, because for it to happen that fast, it wasn't even out,
It wasn't even it was literally like it released
like 5 hours.
Yeah, and I started sending screenshots, and I was like, "Wait, what?" I just saw the Stan Lee one first, clicked on it, looked at the comments, and then saw the Kingpin one right after that. And I was like, "What?" So
it was insane. So Yendi, I know you haven't played it, but why didn't you get Spider-Man with those games that you got?
I mean, I still have $30 in my Steam.
So it sounds like you need to get
It's not about
Spider-Man.
it.
Spider-Man, I
don't
feel
know.
like is a little bit more up your alley than God of War in a way.
I think I need a break from Marvel because I started watching Doctor Strange or the multi something,
Yeah.
and I got about a quarter of the way in, and I just
Stop
got so
talking.
tired of the
Stop
usual fucking, the whole. It was so predictable and so it started getting so cringy.
If you watch our
you
debrief,
know.
everybody on She-Hulk, all right,
What?
we literally laid the foundation of what this conversation is right now. Just gonna put that out there. That we said that people like you are gonna be like, I'm kind of tired of Marvel, blah blah blah, and then they watch She-Hulk and they're like, what the hell? This is boring. I'm not getting what I want. So, but you got to watch She-Hulk to understand.
Oh
We're
yeah,
saying that, yeah.
that's the last thing I'll watch.
See,
That
look,
looks like complete ass.
see, you want something new, but you don't want something new.
I need a Marvel break, I think, because it's all starting to be too similar.
But it's
Like
not.
you could tell there's a formula that they're using, and
Yes,
it's
everybody has a
showing through the
formula.
crack.
You like,
Yeah, but this one's been going on for fucking 64 years.
yeah, we
feels
like it. If there was a formula, if there was Indiana Jones every year, you'd be there.
I love the first. The difference is Indiana Jones only has 4 fucking movies.
But I'm saying that if it was to continue, you'd be fine
I'm
with
saying,
it.
like, all these, even if they're different IPs within Marvel, they all have the same formula. So Ant-Man's gonna have the same fucking humor as fucking Tony Stark because it's just fucking Marvel. It's the same shit, just different
That's not
person.
true. Ant-Man and Tony did not have the same humor.
Oh my
Guardians does not have the same humor as Iron Man.
Black Magic, he ain't our man's. He always goes on this IP tangent, and then he likes his own IP stuff.
Here's the thing.
And it's
Here's
bull.
the thing about Yendi. Yendi wants new content and wants new IP until it comes out. Then he wants the old stuff. This is what Yendi does progressively all the time. He goes, I want new IP.
Too cookie cutter.
Remember, he said the same thing about Pokemon, and then
I stand by it.
See,
have you been paying attention to any of this new Pokemon?
Yeah.
Yeah, you saw that there's ranked mode and everything now in battles.
Competitive. Yep.
Okay, cool. All right, I'm just making sure.
Okay.
I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna buy it, but physical.
But
I learned my lesson on that.
Well, yeah, we'll be here to continue to let Yendi know about his him being old, and
hey, you're
saying
just
that
as old as I am now.
You're right. You're right. You're right. Chris is the young buck of the group. Yendi and I are both of age.
I got 2 more years.
Seasoned.
He's still impressionable.
Yeah, we're still seasoned, But but that is going to be it for today's show. It was great to kick back and talk to the fellas again. We're going to do it again next week, right? I think we'll find out.
Yes, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, you're good. So we'll do it again next week. We'll see you guys again next week. In the meantime, we'll have a bunch of content for you. House of the Dragon.
Oh, you hypocrite!
You see, I said it with the S.
It's hard not to. That's what I would call it.
That's what I'm saying. House of Dragons just sounds better than House of the Dragon, but I know why they called it that. But that review will be out probably today. And then Chris and I got She-Hulk episode 2. And then what else? There's something else. And then next week will be the same.
Dragon Ball?
Dragon Ball sometime at some point in this week. I have to watch it myself. So yeah, so we'll have those out for you guys. So, like, subscribe, comment, let us know what you guys think about all that stuff so that we know how you guys are feeling, because we would love to hear it. And that is going to be it for today's episode. Until next time.